Hi everybody and welcome to You Be the Cook. Today we are going to make a quick and easy Puerto Rican style pork chops and tomato sauce. Today's ingredients are pork chops. These are center cut. You can find this in any supermarket. We have 1 can of tomato sauce. This is Goya. We have about 3 tablespoons of sofrito. You'll see that it's a square because it's frozen. I like to keep my sofrito in the freezer. It lasts longer. We have 1 envelope of sazon Goya with achote. We have 2 Knorr chicken bouillon cubes. We have garlic powder, black pepper, and about 1 cup of water. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, before we get started, I like to mention that the reason why I'm using frozen pork chops is on purpose. I want to show you how easy and quick it is to make a meal out of frozen meat without having to defrost it first. Here we have the pan, and it's already at medium-high heat. It's been at medium-high heat for like the last minute or so. So we're going to add our water. Okay, remember I added 1 cup of water. And now we're going to add our pork chops. Okay, now that we have our pork chops in the pan, we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to add our sofrito, our frozen sofrito. We are going to add the can of tomato sauce. The reason why I use a full can is because my family likes their pork chops really saucy. Maybe that's the word. They like that thick sauce instead of the very thin sauce. So that's the reason why I use a whole can. We're going to add our sofrito, sazon. Now the reason why I like to use Goya products is because I feel that each product complements each other. So if you don't have Goya, try to use the same brand of sazon that you're using the tomato sauce, because these people actually do make the products to complement each other. And sometimes if you use one product of, let's say, Goya, and the next product of Casera, the taste is going to be off. It's not that it's going to be bad, but it's going to be just a little bit off. Okay, so now we're going to add the 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder. Remember to use powder and not salt, because you do not want your meal to be salty. Pepper. And now we're going to add the bouillon cube. This is a Knorr bouillon cube, the chicken cube, I'm sorry. It's very simple because this cube you could actually break up with your hands, so you don't have to really wait until that bouillon cube melts completely in the water. And remember, we're adding 2. Okay, now we go ahead and we grab our tongs. We want to make sure that sofrito gets down there. Remember, everything that I'm using is frozen for the reasons I'm showing you how to do a quick meal when you're in a hurry and don't have that much time to cook. Maybe you got to go out or take the kids somewhere or anything, and you just really don't have that time to be spending in the kitchen. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to let that simmer a little bit. We'll be back in about 10 minutes and we'll check on how the chuletas are going. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes already. Let's check on our pork chops. Okay, as you can see, it's still a little bit cooking, needs more cooking. This one's still raw. So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to turn him over. And we're just going to push him into the sauce. As you can tell in the beginning, that 1 cup of water seemed very little bit. But as time passes by, the meat starts to actually extract its juices. And now what we have is a thicker sauce. I'm going to continue rotating the chuletas are on top. Okay, and we're going to cover and continue cooking for another 10 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. Let's check our meat. As you can see, the sauce is boiling. The meat is cooking very nicely. And this is the time that you want to add sliced onion, julienne onions, or peppers to give it that extra taste. If your family doesn't like it, that's fine. You could just keep pork chops like that. Today I don't have onions or peppers, so this recipe is going to be plain. But you do get the idea. And what we're going to do now is we're going to lower the heat all the way down to low. And cover again. And continue cooking for another 15 minutes before serving. Okay, after 15 minutes now, the meat is done. As you can see, very, very nice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to serve. Okay, and here we go. It's already served. We have our chuleta en salsa. We have our iceberg lettuce with sliced tomatoes. And we have our white rice, a typical Puerto Rican meal. Thank you for watching. And this is Jessica with You Be the Cook. And buen provecho.